Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Out of Character Adventure Podcast.
Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Yay. I'm happy.
I don't know if you guys can feel the riveting energy coming from our players today.
Yeah!
Right on cue, John.
I'm here to bring the loud. The loud and the hick.
Let's go ahead and start today's episode with another quick shout out to the folks over at Syrinscape
Thank you, Syrinscape.
for their great audio device asset that allows you to seamlessly integrate amazing ambient music to
Seamlessly, if you have it pulled up.
your everyday adventures with your party.
Did you roll your eyes at me?
No, I laughed.
A great way to
I thought you did when I was like, Syrinscape.
Oh, no, I did.
Asshole.
a great
Thanks, Syrinscape.
Thanks, guys.
way.
It's so good.
So nice. What's next?
Nothing much.
I
really.
love the sounds from Syrinscape.
Soundscape sound go good. All right, can we go?
We're waiting on you, George.
So,
It's the best.
without further ado,
It's really great.
there's nothing else to say.
You can just play anything that you want.
Good music. Good sounds.
So, let's just start things off.
Hey, hear me?
I love having the controls over the audio. Let's start this episode off right.
The best.
So great.
It's time for Out of Character.
We will not be silenced.
So last time on Out of Character, our merry band of intrepid adventurers found themselves surrounded by
Do you
a
feel better now?
Yes.
large group of boars. But not shortly before that, Yorick and Darren found themselves
It's like, did you forget my dude's name?
kind of... They found themselves trekking alone without the aid of Ashlock, who decided to stay back. They made their way, found themselves about half a day's travel through their journey. The next morning, they find a plume of smoke off in the distance. They go investigate, see what it is, and they find a half-orc individual in the midst of some sort of ceremony or some sort of shrine worship. Turns out the character's name is Jed, who was in a memorial service to his fallen mother from a year ago. They then continued their conversation about worship of the Elan Rashir, a patriarchal or a pantheon of gods and goddesses that oversee this world as we know it. Then they were interrupted by a raving band of boars that interrupts their conversation and makes a mess of things. That's where we left off.
I
we pick up.
didn't get a chance to warm up my dice. Give me a second. It's not warm yet. Oh, fuck yeah. See, that's what happens.
For
You don't
those of
warm up your
you
dice.
at home or in your car or at work listening, Marcus actually does this.
Let's roll initiative.
Hold. I don't have a warm dice. Die. Hold on.
You die.
All right.
Oh, we're going with the big boy.
Darren, what'd you get?
22.
22.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Very nice on the
Shit.
board so far.
We need to have a half orc in the party at all times if this is the battle music.
All right.
All right, Darren.
22.
Jed.
6.
A 6. Okay.
So what happens when you
forget
don't warm up your
Yorick.
dice?
Very good. All right, Darren, you lead off the fight. You see these 3 large boars, their tusks almost still ablaze from the recent encounter with the bonfire. But they are doused, and now there are still bits of fire laying about, as you may want to use, but they are quickly being doused out.
Yeah, I will just, for flavor speaking, I'm gonna run in between the 2 big guys right here.
Okay.
And as I'm running, I'm just gonna find the closest little. Can you stop warming up your dice?
I haven't found a warm one yet.
That one,
Which one?
the one next to the watermelon one, the second one in. Yeah.
No, that one's so good.
Yes, it is. Watch, you're about to roll natural 20 on it.
That's a 2.
The 0 is invisible. I'll find the closest little spout of fire next to each one, and I'll just take my hand, act as I'm grabbing each one, and just throw it up and cast Scorching Ray. And hit. I will learn how to speak.
Go.
I swear. I'll hit each boar with 1 Scorching Ray.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attacks.
The lowest one is a 17.
All hit.
Do you want to roll these together or separately? Together. 66.
Two more?
One more. No, I got it. So look, they're paired up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that one got...
Fucked. So, George, this one gets 13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That one gets 5. And then this one gets 8. Because I can add +1 to all the fires.
All right. You see their fur go up in this bright flame. Momentarily, they are engulfed, but they quickly shake off, and you still see bits of singed hair on their body. At this point, you see the boar that you struck with the hardest gets all riled up, and you just see its snout extend, and this steam bore out as it charges its legs straight towards you.
Towards me?
Yeah, it's going to charge at you. I need you to give me a strength save throw.
Natural 20.
Very good. I take it a 18 will hit.
Shield.
Okay. As you charge forward, you see this boar with ample time. You channel your arcane deflection. You set up this barrier made of almost chromatic light. And as it lands, you deflect it to the side, leaving it still there before you. And you manage to hold your ground as this large force comes crashing into you.
I just kind of put my hand out and Matrix stop it. Just.
All right, and that brings us to York. York
You okay there?
is going to see the other two. Seeing that they are damaged, he's going to reach his hands and he's going to kind of bang his 2 hands together, and you all hear this almost church bell go off, this boom, and it bellows out. One of the boar's heads starts shaking, trying to save from it. and it fails, taking another 8 points of damage as this cacophonous sound fills its head.
Cacophonous.
And that'll bring us to the boar that just got hit.
This one?
Yeah, it's going to also take a large charge, but this time towards you, Jed. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
All right. That's 10.
18. Does 18 hit?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So, with the 10, you see this large form come hurling towards you as these two tusks ream into you. You feel them pierce parts of your flesh. And you take... Oh. 15 points of damage.
It's all good in the hood.
Correction. You take an extra... Oh. I went from max damage to minimal damage. You take an extra 2 points. So 17 points of damage. And you are knocked prone.
Damn.
As this beast comes crashing into you, knocks you down onto the floor, and you just see it wreathing with this fury. That'll bring us to the other boar, who's going to charge in on Yorick. Yorick needs to make a saving throw. A 15 saves. Attack. And a natural 1. This time Yorick, his large muscular form, takes the boar by the tusks and just wrestles with it, and a stalemate as this boar keeps trying to push forward, and Yorick manages to stave off any attack and keep him at bay. And that'll bring us to you, Jed. You now you lay there prone, this large form over you. What do you do?
I'm gonna reach down into a pocket as I'm laying on the ground, pull out a good berry, and I'm gonna offer it out to this boar.
All right.
As I'm kind of sucking wind, go, that's okay. Good boy.
Give me a animal handling check with
I'm-
disadvantage.
Casting Animal Friendship.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Does it have an intelligence of 4 or higher?
No.
Okay. So it'll roll a Wisdom saving throw.
DC.
12.
That's gonna be a 11 minus 2.
Oh, yes.
So your spell, you see this unbridled fury start to quell. And then this boar just kind of like puts its snout on you, and you just feel this warm breath on your breast.
And I let him eat the good berry out of my hand.
He does.
So he
Which
gains
allows him
health.
to regain 1.
1 health.
So that was the boar on you?
Yep.
Okay. That brings us... Anything else would you like to get up?
I'm going to stand up.
All right.
And I'm going to kind of lean an arm on the board and kind of support my weight on him.
All right. Darren, you see this. This newfound regression of aggression from this boar.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Real confused. I'm gonna.
You still have one giant creature in front of you.
Yeah, that's fine. I ain't worried about that shit. I'm running away.
Dang, Animal Friendship lasts for 24 hours.
Damn.
I'm just gonna run away, and as I'm running away, I'm gonna scream out, "He's a damn animal wizard!"
You're running away? Yeah. Okay. Does it 17 hit you?
No.
No? All right.
And then I will
Your AC is 17, though.
shield.
It's until the start of your next turn.
Oh, yeah, it hits.
Okay.
My bad.
You're going to take a total of 12 points of damage. But you managed to escape.
Ow. Okay, that hit a lot harder than I thought.
These things are large and they have a lot of power behind their tusks.
Yeah, I'm gathering that now. So, cool. Sounds cool as shit.
That was a boar fart.
I will do Scorching Ray again,
Okay.
and I'll send 2 at the one that attacked me, and then 1 at the one that's fighting Yurik.
York. Okay.
So 16 is the lowest one.
16 hits. All of them.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I will spend a sorcery point and reroll.
All right.
Good shit, good shit, good shit. Okay. This one will take 21 points of fire damage,
Okay.
and then the one fighting Yurik will take 11.
All right. Very well. You see the boar that had attacked you in retaliation goes up, and you just start smelling cooked boar, and it starts to make your mouth salivate a little bit.
Good.
You see now exposed, burned flesh on and muscle on the boar that you just attacked with the most amount of motes of fire.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Cry.
All right. That'll bring us to the boar you just hit. Its fury seems intent on hitting you again, and it's going to make a lunging charge towards you, which will provoke an attack of opportunity from both Yorick and Jed.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't like this guy.
Yorick misses. And that's going to be another natural 1 on the boar.
Okay.
So it comes charging towards you. Its hoof almost weakened.
Would his boar attack?
Um,
Not necessarily. It's just
it's friendly
friends
to you.
with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was already friends with the other boars. So,
Oh.
so it moves forward, charges you, but its movements are so telegraphed that you manage to just skirt out of the way without any sort of danger to you. And that'll bring us to Yorick. How bad off do you look, Darren?
Less than 50%.
Okay.
It got real quiet.
Yorick is going to use this opportunity, and you see him, his eyes grow dark and grim, almost that same opaque, shadowy smoke pouring from his eyes, and he outstretches his hand forward, and you see it start to grow almost like a dull star, and he brings it down, and you see this shadow cover the 3 boars as he casts Bane on them. Now, does this have an effect on your friend?
Huh?
Does this have an effect if any?
If it's attacked.
Okay, good. So it doesn't. Say charisma saving throw. That's gonna be a fail.
It says if me or one of my companions harms the target.
They're not being harmed, so that's good. So the one on Yorick fails, the one on Jed fails, and so does the one. All 3 fail. So they're all Bane now. So Yorick then he's going to move to the right of his boar there, and kind of in an attempt to stop any charges towards his allies. The best that he can.
Yep.
So
Anything
that'll-
with his action?
Bane is an action.
I thought it was a bonus.
No. So that'll bring us to the boar he is currently fight. Actually, the boar that Jet has enthralled. Does it get a saving throw at the end of its turn, or is it just?
It's just charmed for
All
the
right.
rest of the duration.
It's gonna continue to just kind of blow some air out of its snout, but not in an aggressive manner, just in its like almost what's the word?
Impatient.
Not tranquilized, but sedated.
Yeah.
In a sedated, calm demeanor. It seems a little still at odds with what's going on as its allies are attacking. Now, does it befriend you?
Yes.
Okay. That's a good question to ask, because then it's going to decide who else it may attack. High or low?
Low.
All right. It's going to go after Yorick.
Good.
It's going to come in, not in a charging speed, but it's going to come into towards
Can
Yorick.
I use a reaction to try to stop it?
Go ahead and give me a strength check to try to. I'll give you contested strength.
Can't roll. This is why you warm up your dice, guys.
My dice have been fine. Just saying.
Athletics.
No, just make it straight strength. I don't have athletics for these creatures.
Okay. 7.
A 7.
Well, that just means that they don't have a proficiency in
Yeah.
athletics.
Athletics.
Okay. 11.
Ooh. Nope, just barely. You got a 12. There's a bit of a stalemate, and you're not harming it. But I will say you are impeding it from doing what it wants to do. Oh, wait.
I mean, I was
One
more
sec.
trying to stop it, like convincing it to stop.
Let me see something real quick.
So would you have? Would that be animal handling, not strength?
So whatever check saving throw makes tackles. Or a save. Okay, so it doesn't. I thought Bane would count towards ability checks, but it doesn't. So it still manages to break free from your attempt to wrangle it, and it charges at Yorick. But he misses. As he comes towards Yorick, you see a small, some of the inscriptions that were written on his armor, Darren. You see it grow a light as this boar tries to charge in, but is met with a sturdy rebuttal from Yorick as his form strengthens and bows out a little bit as he flexes.
Well, let me ask you this question. If my companions harming the boar would break the spell, does it then recognize my companions as allies too?
I wouldn't.
Because if not, then why would
I think
my
I don't think.
companions break the spell if they harmed it?
I think, as the nature of the spell, once it's harmed, people just are designated as companions in order to act aggressively towards it. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it wouldn't recognize the friendship of companions and stuff like that. I think the spell designates that because if an outside force tries to attack the creature that you have charmed, it's not really going to take into effect whether or not it was a friend of yours.
But if it were one of the other boars, it's not a companion of mine, and it wouldn't matter.
I would say that's just part of the text of the rule. That I don't see the creature recognizing companions, essentially.
Okay.
Just as things that it's aggressive towards and things that it's not aggressive towards.
Now, if one of the other boars hurt him, would his boar attack that boar?
I think it would be kind of up to the roll of the dice. It would definitely take an effect. Like, there would be conflict. So, with that, the attack on Yorick fails. The boar standing there between the two boars now on Yorick's person And the third boar that is on Yorick himself is going to it's going to take another gore at Yorick. Nope. Deflected. Doesn't seem to make purchase on Yorick's fully armored person. That'll bring us to Jed.
All thanks to Ashlock.
What do you do?
I'm gonna run around the back of my charmed boar
All right.
and interpose myself in between the boar and Yorick, and just try to
That's going to be a little difficult to do since it's right up against him.
Mm-hmm.
You can attempt to make.
So what I'm gonna try to do is just kind of run in whoa, 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 whoa.
All right.
Easy. Just
So
kind of
you are.
calm him, let him know, hey, this is our friend. We like Yorick, as I'm rubbing Yorick's helmet over here. This is good. Good Yorick.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Or animal handling.
This will be more persuasion for the animal.
It's a natural 20.
Ooh, very good. You
Hey,
see,
I think that dice is warm now.
Yep.
again, its snout, it kind of recoils a bit, steps back, unsure of what's going on. You feel like you're making progress. You're not sure if it's completely abstained from attacking, but you feel like you've done something to persuade it not to attack. So that'll bring us to Darren. What are you doing? You have a giant boar on you.
Just gonna drop down a little bit. Is there any burning chunks of log?
Where you are? Oh yeah, it's scattered
just
about
right-
everywhere.
yeah. I'm gonna just look at this thing dead in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And just look at it and go, I'm about to kill you. Have a good night. And a log comes out of nowhere, hits it in the head with a subtle catapult spell.
Okay.
A fiery log.
You are making this out of its periphery, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Yeah, predators have upfront eyes.
all right. That is a 17 and a 15 with disadvantage on its dex save.
Yeah, it saves.
All right. So
Shit.
you cast the incantation and the board starts to jitter, and it moves rocketing through the air. The boar, almost quicker than anticipated, manages to move its form to where the board will just be deflected off. It still manages to make contact, but it doesn't have the same impact that you initially wanted, and it just rockets off its thick hide. And that'll bring it to that. Anything you'd like to do? You have a movement.
Help. That's it.
All right. The boar, now this imposing figure.
Minus D4s.
Oh, you're right. It's a saving throw. So the lowest one was a 15. What's your DC?
14.
So if it meets, it beats.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jordan just hit his head on the mic.
I'm sure they heard that.
Slapstick humor too.
That's a 1.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 1 on the die, so that's a 14. So manages to save. So it hits. It makes an impact, but the body of this massive, large, bristly boar.
The spell says if it hits, it does damage, so it just goes past it.
Well, it doesn't impact it like a missile would. It's deflected off its path, flavor-wise. Now this imposing figure
So pissed right now.
looms over you. And makes an attack.
Minus D4.
You're right. I don't think it's going to matter, though.
Why?
It's a pretty low roll. That's 10. So it doesn't hit.
Swat it away.
This boar's tusks move in, but in its weakened state, it's again telegraphed entirely, and you manage to dodge out of the way, bringing us to Yorick. Yorick, seeing this struggle, is now at ends. He sees your attempt, and he kind of nods, and he turns his attention towards the boar that initially attacked it. Not the one you have charmed, but it's going to attempt to bring that one down. He is going to, again, outstretch his arm and bang it against his two bracers, bang against each other as this creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And it fails with a natural 1. It's going to take 1 point of damage.
Roll all those ones.
Oh, yeah. So great. And that'll bring us to the boar you have charmed. It's unmoving. And it starts to move away. Yorick is tense, but he decides not to attack. The boar continues moving back. And it gets about 20 feet away from Darren.
Oh, fuck.
And you just hear as it goes charging towards Darren.
Fucking knew it.
With a natural 20 on that persuasion check, could I not convince him like all of these people are friends?
I don't think so, because Darren wasn't even anywhere near the picture.
I mean, just as like a calming,
So-
hey, we're all friends, we're good. This is good.
It's fine. This is fine.
So, that's a natural 20 on the attack. -2. So that's 23.
Yeah.
So here's the question. I would say the natural 20 is mitigated because of the Bane. And even if not, you see this boar charging towards you. And it gets a good lunge.
Mm-hmm.
And it continues moving forward, and Yorick sees this. And he outstretches his hand, and for a moment you see that same smoky, opaque gas pour out of the boar's eyes. And the charge slows a little bit. It still maintains, but that natural 20 is mitigated. And the attack hits, correct?
With a 23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shield will only put me at 22.
It's fine. 19 points of damage.
Yep, I'm out.
You are thrust down, almost held in place by the snout and tusks of this giant boar. Jeb, you see this newly found ally, you will, thrust down, head knocked against the floor, and his eyes close. His breathing is stuttered and somewhat still, but he still remains there. Now the boar that was on Yorick makes an attack. Hits. For 9 points of damage. And that brings us to you, Jed.
Alright, I will... How bad does Yorick look?
Yorick hasn't taken much damage at all. This is the actual first instance he's taken damage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna run over to Darren and pop a good berry in his mouth,
Okay.
and then kind of do the Chris Pratt Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, hey, it's good, it's good. And I'm staring the one that I've got charmed,
Mm-hmm.
and one that wants to kill all of us, dead in the eye.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put a hand on the charmed one and kind of pet it, and then look up at the other one and try to reach a hand out to calm that one down too.
Okay.
So hoping that like it seeing that his brother
Give
boar.
me an animal handling with disadvantage.
Yep. Two 11s.
Whatever save, -4.
15.
15.
Yep.
It's a 17. You see this wild hazed look in the eye of this boar as it just this jets of steam pour out of its nostrils, and it doesn't even allow your hand to land on it.
Then I roar in its face
Mm-hmm.
and I rage.
All right.
What?
You let out a lengthy, throaty roar as the blood starts to pulse in your veins, and you feel that familiar rush of adrenaline pour through you. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
What do I see?
As you come to consciousness, as this good berry has been fed to you, you see two large
You
boars.
see two butt cheeks as I'm standing over you.
Are you standing over his body?
Yes, because I'm trying to get between him and...
I don't think you'd be able to stay there. You wouldn't be able to end your turn on top of him. You'd be able to pass through his space, but
if he's down, can I still do it?
he's too large.
Too big.
Alright, then I'm just to the right of you.
Next to the one you have charmed.
No, other side. Next to the bad boy.
All right. Very well.
Is Charmed Boar convinced that all's good in the hood with this guy?
Well, your turn was attempted to calm it, and I guess your attempt was to dissuade the other boar.
Yeah.
You have to use your economy differently.
Oh. Then I would have...
It's fine.
Oh, shit.
Darren's just on a dying path. It's fine.
I would have tried to convince, like, the charmed one that he's a friend too. I did say that that's what I was doing.
No, yeah, but we went through the whole process of doing the second one. And you've used your action to feed him a good berry. You've done your bonus action.
I mean, to be fair, he said he was doing
The charmed boar first.
Charm Boar first, and you didn't have him roll. You had him roll for the other one. Like, he told you what he wanted to do, and you told him what to roll for. You didn't say anything about the other one.
Right. And it was available to you to correct me of which one you wanted to do first.
Well, I mean, I also thought that you were just letting that happen. He told you what he wanted. You didn't stop it. Or say otherwise. Or tell him that he would have to choose.
Go ahead, roll animal handling.
Doesn't matter.
No. That was supposed to be your warmed up one.
They got cold.
Get your beer away from it.
All right. I was a 10. Does it matter?
I mean, it's a 5 once you add my 4 to it.
Okay.
We'll put it that way.
All right, then. That'll bring us to Darren. You lay there on the ground. These 2 large boars that seem aggressive towards you.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. And how do you look all pissed and shit, right?
Yeah, like veins popping out, spittle flying from my tusk.
I will stand up.
And disengage. Remember, that's an action you can take when you have 1 hit point.
He only has half his movement, though.
Yeah.
Just still gets him away.
I will not disengage. I will preemptively cast shield
Okay.
and start running that way.
Shield's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Well, I know what you mean. As they're attacking you,
Yeah.
shield's going to go up.
Eh?
Okay. So this is going to be 2 attacks of opportunity. First one.
Minus a d4.
Yeah. That's going to miss.
Okay.
Second one. It's 3. So 20. So it misses.
Yes. And I'm gonna firebolt. The one I've been hitting this whole time that will not leave me alone.
Okay.
Just gonna curve the firebolt around Jed here. That will be a 11.
Misses.
Did you have your +1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, why the fuck does this always happen to me?
So now, Jed, you have 2 boars before you. One, you've managed to side with you. The other is still aggressive. You see its feet dig into the ground as its head bows down and raises its tusks towards you, making an attack.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
Does not.
You manage to just keep its snout in place with your bare hands as it tries to wrangle free. So, with that, Yorick sees the predicament you're in. And with another raising of his hands, he's mutters some words in that chorus of a language, and he brings it down in this slashing motion as a spectral blade comes forth next to the beast that tried to attack you.
Spiritual weapon.
And with a total of 23, it hits for a whopping 10 points of damage from Yorick.
Oh, damn.
You see the slash come down on the skull of this creature, and for a second it stumbles and falls. Its eyes go wide and wild as it stands up, its legs buckling. But there's it's not even looking at you anymore. It seems like it's sheer will holding this creature up now. This unbridled rage pouring through it and pouring through you as well.
Rage off.
My rage is better than your rage, motherfucker.
And that'll bring us to Yorick's next ability, which he is
Which
going
I hope is
to...
teleporting out of there.
He sees his effort go flat, essentially. He manages to make damage, but he is then going to just clasp his hands together and bring them down in an arching motion. And you see from underneath the boar that still stands is an erupting pillar of holy flame that engulfs it. Ooh,
-4.
-4, which is going to be Nate. Jesus Christ. Where are my
George can't roll die.
So, let's see. Dexterity saving throw from the boar. There's 2, so that'll bring it to a 13, which I believe fails.
Yes.
Nope, succeeds. DC's 12. The boar manages to skirt out of the way and avoid any of the encroaching fire that it would have been wreathed in. And that'll bring us to number 2, the boar you have sedated or have made an ally.
Does it seeing me get attacked by the other boar affect it at all?
Ooh.
Let's see. It doesn't seem intelligent enough to discern what is going on.
Okay.
So with that, it brings us to... It doesn't do anything though, which is good because you've been able to avoid a lot of damage from a potential threat. That'll bring us to the boar that is on Yorick.
I'm so tired of getting hit to 1 and knocked out all the time.
It's going to attempt to...
It's like, hey, John, you just stay far away.
Yeah.
I try.
It's going to attack Yorick.
Try harder?
Okay.
And it's going to fail.
I'll just run off the map and leave y'all alone.
Yorick again in a bout of fury against this. A bout of strength against strength. Manages to wrangle this boar into a stalemate. And that'll bring us to Jed. What do you do?
Fuck it up.
So I say it tried to gore me.
Mm-hmm.
I put my hands on its snout,
Yeah.
and it kind of lifts me up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of push off and do this giant jump. And I come down straight with an elbow
All right.
right between the eyes.
All right, give me an unarmed strike.
That'll be a... Are you proficient with an arm strike?
No.
14.
14 hits.
That'll be 4 points of damage.
Plus rage.
It'll be 6 points of damage.
Yep. 6 points of damage.
Thank you.
No problem. Is it dead yet?
Nope.
Damn it.
Jesus.
Oh, right. That was my mistake.
Is it dead yet?
With that resounding crack, you feel the end of your elbow break through the skull.
Oh.
And you just hear as this large beast falls at last.
After the thing. Fuck you, pig.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to start running up to the other boar and just to kind of like a charge in him for the next round.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. What's your movement?
30.
Is it 30? Oh, you don't have unarmored movement yet, right?
No.
All right. All right, you get right up on it. And with that, that'll bring us to Darren.
I will follow suit in the running.
All right. Very well. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I will dash and go farther away.
Okay.
Right there. Just running on by. As I'm running. No, yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that.
Okay. All right, and that'll bring us to Yorick. Yorick will move his weaponry, his arcane and divine weapon, over to 20 feet closer, and he's going to yeah, he takes a lead from Jed and he screams out, "Flee, you beast!" And he's going to cast command on the creature. Wisdom saving throw.
Minus a d4.
Minus a d4 and minus 2. So that's going to be minus 6. That'll bring it to a 13. Still succeeds. That's a pretty low save on his DC, so manages to succeed. Yeah, that's all York does. He kind of winces at the failed attempt to tame this beast as best he can. And that'll bring us to the beast you have tamed. It's going to move in closer to you and just kind of keep your side,
Okay.
Jed. Well,
He knows that he's good.
that's right. But he is... Sure. All right.
He hasn't attacked him.
That's true. And that'll bring us to the third boar. It seems crowded, and it's going to attempt to make a decision. High or low, Darren? Jed?
Hi.
All right.
Oh, hi.
It's going to take a lunging or a quick snap jab at you.
Snap jab.
That was weird.
Yep.
We're just in sync.
Does a
Baby, bye, bye, bye.
23 hit you?
Definitely.
Was that with the
me.
minus d4?
Yeah, there's only a 1 on the d4. And so you're going to take 13 points of damage. Halved, because you're raging.
To 6.
Okay.
And you are now once again lifted up momentarily, but brought back down as this boar's gore right through you. All right. And that'll bring us to you, Jed. Your wound's still fresh.
As it kind of lifts me up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to hold on to the neck of it
Mm-hmm.
and bring all my weight down to try to just bring it to its belly.
Okay.
Just trying to knock it prone.
All right. Give me a contested athletics,
Do you have advantage?
because you're raging.
Better.
Is this your first barbarian?
Yes.
All right. That's a 21.
It's a 16.
Okay. You managed to drop down your weight, and there was a lot of weight to you. You're a big boy.
Big
and
boy.
you just like bring your legs up to kind of an L position, and you drop down, but it buckles a little bit, but manages to stand firm and keep your weight aloft. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna yell out, "Little man, go get my swords!" As they're still leaning against the tree.
Yelling at me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
You're the little man in this group.
Okay.
All right. And that'll bring us to Darren. He catapults 0 weapons to you. It's like that scene in Ace Ventura. Give me your spear.
Thought about it.
It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
Thought about it. Yeah, okay, we didn't mark on the map where the fuck your stuff was.
They're over there.
Yep.
Conveniently right next to me. Grab it, run back.
Okay.
30. Hand him his swords.
Okay.
Is that my action?
Yeah. That would be getting the material and bringing it to him.
Bonus action. Convert a first level spell to 2 sorcery points.
Okay. Very well. You managed to do that. And that'll bring us to Yorick.
You converting 2 sorcery points or sorcery points to spell slot?
1 spell slot to 2 sorcery points.
Okay.
Next time we're going to turn those 2 into a 2nd level spell.
Yorick, kind of in a stalemate, sees you come closer. I don't know. Yeah. Oh. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to go risk it for the biscuit. He is going to run to Darren's side.
Oh, shit. Which side?
Right
here.
We'll say...
Well, if he runs around, or he can go through my space, as long as he doesn't in there, right?
Yeah.
That's true. All right, so he doesn't take it. He doesn't take an attack of opportunity. He moves through your space and ends up on the other side of the boar, in between Darren and the boar itself. And he's going to reach into his newfound brazier, reach out a piece of parchment, and read it out loud in that same chorus language, and bestow upon you a Cure Wounds, which I believe is a D8 plus his modifier. D8 plus 2. For 8 points, you are healed.
Shit.
Nice.
And he tells you, "Stand tall, friend, and do not be long from us."
Okay.
That'll end his turn, and that'll bring us to the boar you have charmed, which again does nothing. And that'll bring us to the other boar. So again, high or low?
I'll take low.
All right. Once again, it tries to gore you. Ooh.
I hope that ooh was because that was a really low roll. That's not what it was.
Nothing can do this.
Sounds like he's not 20.
Yeah, it does sound like a natural
I
20.
really hope it was
Oh, I don't like it. Oh,
got my swords back.
yeah. No, you about to die.
Oh shit. Wait.
Oh, shit, what? Wait, what? Who, what?
He does not have access. He didn't have access to the
Crit cancel?
crit cancel. I thought he did, but I guess that's not.
The gods look down in favor on us.
Yeah, that's
all.
my mistake. So he's not able to negate it.
He does have the vulnerability thing.
That's true. But yeah, it's gonna be a crit.
It's a lot of math going on in George's head.
It's gonna be like 2.
You take 15 points of damage.
Halved.
Halved to 7.
You up?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm good. I mean, I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm pissed.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
And that'll bring us to you, Jed.
As Tusk leaves my solar plex,
Does that sense? As Tusk leave solar plex.
I grab those 2 short swords, and I'm just gonna go right hand, left hand. Try to do a little, those little corn things you hold the end of the corn with.
Skewers?
Yeah.
Yeah, those. You can do that.
You gonna skewer its ears? First attack.
We're not gonna worry about that first attack as a 2. That one will be better as a 15.
A 15 will hit.
All right. Oh. Fuck. It's a 1 on that d6 plus 6.
Plus-
7 points of damage.
That's your rage included, right?
Yeah.
All right. 7 points of damage to boar number 3. All right. So that's okay. You're striking it twice, aren't you?
missed the first one.
The first one
Okay.
misses.
Very well.
Something bad. It was.
All right. With that, it is now at the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Darren, what do you do?
I'm so fucking tired of everything just popping out, not giving me time to prepare. And I'm gonna throw.
Pop something in my eardrums.
Sorry, I didn't think it was that loud. But throw all 3 bonus action, convert my 3 sorcery points into another 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
Toss all 3 scorching rays at that boar.
Okay.
Now, hold on. For this, I am tapped. Cocked. Yeah, lowest one is a 19.
I'll hit.
Is that move? Okay. So I'm pretty good at rolling d6s.
We know.
I fucking love this. Okay. That is 9 plus 12 is 21. Plus 11 is 32.
32 points. Wow. All right.
Is it dead? Can it die?
You see 3 motes of fire get thrown to the creature. As it's engulfed in this fire, you see its form become silhouetted. And as the fire dies out, charred, broken skin, exposed muscle, the boar falls. But in a quick, beaded breath, it stands up again, its eyes wide and furious, same as the boar before. It stands still ready for more.
What the fuck?
That
York,
dog.
I'm gonna run the fuck away. Hold on.
all right.
What are you doing?
You see what you're next to?
Me?
Oh, no, your charm boar that doesn't
Nope,
like me.
He's not next to him.
I was right here. It's
Oh,
right there.
that space.
Minus a D4.
Yep. That's still soft 20.
Yep.
Oh, you're out.
9 points of damage.
Oh, hey. How many points did you have, John?
9.
Oh, wow.
So I start to run away, and I just go.
You feel a sting on the back. And then nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jed goes, bad boar, bad. I said bad.
Sit.
That'll bring us to Yorick.
I don't think pigs can sit.
Yorick sees this. And he brings his weapon towards the creature. And he swings with it. For a 12, which just hits. I don't have to roll damage. It strikes down another slash, and you see visible bruising, but no actual blood, as this creature falls. And as it does, he immediately runs towards Darren's fallen body. He rips another scroll from his bracer, and he
His bracer?
he reads aloud with the scroll held aloft in one hand, another hand placed upon the back of Darren's fallen body. He finishes the spell, and you gain maximum hit points from that, which would be 10. You gain 10 as you are brought back from the brink. You all succeed.
I stand up, and I try to walk away.
What you okay. Still got that action called disengage that you never
I disengage and run away.
ever do.
On the other side of these two.
All right.
Get your fucking pig. Before I climb up in a tree and just throw fire at it till it dies.
You shut your fucking mouth before I kill you, boy. Then I turn back to the pig. Hey, we're okay. We're good.
I'm gonna flip the boar off and climb up in a tree somewhere.
You're very disrespectful.
Yep. Let me be disrespectful to the animal that killed me.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Do I go climb in a tree?
Give me an athletics or acrobatics.
18.
18. It kind of scuffs some dirt up in the direction of Darren, but you manage to quell it.
17.
It seems to have been... You make it up there. I mean, it seems to have been quelled.
Good boy. Good boy. I look under it. Is it a boy?
It is.
Good boy.
Well,
I'm gonna lead it away, and as I'm leading it away, I look back to York and say, "Take care of the other two."
I'm not good at preparing game, but I will do my best.
All right, then you come here. I'm gonna see if the boar will stay with York as I kind of take him out of sight of the other boar.
No, it continues following you.
What do you want to happen? As I'm up in a fucking tree.
We need to honorably take care of the other boar.
Both?
Yes.
What's honorable to you? I'll bring a firebolt in my hand.
There is no need to waste such good food. We have been blessed, as you must understand.
Yeah, I don't think his friend would understand. That's what he's getting at.
This is a creature. He will not know difference.
Knew difference enough.
You seem to know about these creatures from the wild. Do you think it will have any issue to discern that we are eating from its fallen comrades?
I don't think it'd know, but
You
I
find it
wouldn't feel
disrespectful.
right. But yeah,
Very well.
So can I just burn it?
no.
But what do you want for us to do then?
We'll do the most respectful thing we can, and
Burn it.
I'll prepare them, even if it has to watch.
Very well.
For Bahamut's fucking sake. Climb higher in the tree and just...
You, spoiled boy, come here.
No, fuck you.
I'm going to heal you.
Well, you come here. I'm not
No.
getting on the ground with that thing. Look, it for some reason will only like you too. And if you don't remember, I almost died a couple times because these things kept coming after me. Let me be a little bit on the wary side of animals.
Very well. Make your way down from tree. You look like scared cat.
I know I'm a scared human.
Scared cat. Yep.
Will you come down here?
I'll put my hand down. Yeah?
Far be it from me to ask you to do something you do not want to do.
Well, I'm compromising. I'm hanging down.
Very well. When you're ready, I will be down here.
Fine, I'll come down. I'll get off the tree. What does the boar do?
Huffs at you a little bit, but it stays put.
Does he heal me?
He does. He'll heal you for another... Jesus Christ. 5 points.
Okay. What did you give it to eat for it to like you?
One of my good berries.
Can I see one of them?
Yeah, get one over.
All right, help me. Help. And I'll start to like hand the berry over to the boar.
I'm just gonna be kind of soothing it.
Mm-hmm. Give me an animal handling.
With advantage because I'm helping.
Yeah, you're aiding him. Yeah.
Thank God. 19.
All right. Its breathing is calm. Its eyes don't seem wild and furious like they were before.
Good. All right, you're not so bad now. Fuck, you hurt. I'm just keep petting it.
I take it you prepare the
Yeah.
other boars. All right. Once you're done gutting and preparing it for eating and consumption, with the remains, you see
I'll build another fire while
Yorick.
he's cutting.
Yorick kind of puts all the remains down on the ground floor, and he says a little prayer, and you see them start to grow grass and become more. The bones and intestine become a little more dirt-like. They seem to become more suffused with nature.
Hey, you want to bury the bladder because it turned to grass.
It was returned back to Earth, as we all will.
Y'all some strange fucking people.
Remember, strange people saved your life.
I mean, you can be strange and still be awesome, just saying.
Very well. Very well done there. Jed, was it?
Yes.
Well done. I don't know where we would be if it weren't for your intervention.
So, he be nice the whole time?
For at least a day.
What happens after your day?
I try it again. You can climb in a tree if you have to.
Could you ever make him, like, permanently your friend?
I can work on it.
Like this, and Johnson will pop up. and fly over to you
No.
and tickle your ear with his tongue?
What's up, little man?
His name's Johnson.
Hey, it's kind of funny.
You like it?
Because Johnson's like another name for penis, which is kind of like a snake.
Yeah. Yep.
I like it.
And he'll just like very quickly just like gull over you and taking your scent and just chilling around your neck.
Cool. Just hang out there. All right. I'll pet him a little bit.
Yeah. He'll kind of like wiggle. Right. So I don't know about y'all, but that took a lot out of me.
Yeah,
You have anger problems, by the way.
I know.
Makes sense.
It happens.
If your mom died,
Yep.
I'd be mad too if that happened.
Yeah. You want to just kind of chill out for a bit. Maybe lick our wounds.
Well, unfortunately, we're in a bit of a rush.
Oh shit! Yeah, we have a quest.
We have a task ahead of us.
Would it be faster if we could ride a boar?
Well, I take it this is a very large creature, but I don't think we would all be able to fit on it.
You can.
I can.
I'm friends with it. I'm not gonna ride it yet.
Okay.
Sorry, acquaintances. Sorry, Mr. Boar. Don't mean to be presumptuous. Are you a boy? I look underneath.
It's a boy.
Yeah, it's a boy. Damn.
Right. He's got a Johnson.
No, he doesn't. He has a Johnson.
Yep.
But that's what he said.
Yeah, but the way I put the inflection on my words made it seem,
Louder?
yeah, which is like more oof.
Yes. I would be remiss if I did not say that your aid would come to us in a very good time right now.
You lost the accent.
We're not speaking of it.
You almost started to sound like Christopher Walken.
It would come at a good time. I was wondering if you would join us today. Please.
Please got me.
Just take that and pocketed it, and later on,
Oh, no, there's plenty of people there.
use it. It's a whole town. The entire town's full of people that all sound like Christopher Walken. Hey, no.
No.
Look,
We want to retain listeners, John. We want to retain them, not lose them. Anywho,
Fuck
back
off.
to the story at hand.
Yeah, I'd say that we were brought together for a reason. I'll definitely join.
Would you rather not have an ally who's capable in this journey? We do not know what lies ahead of us.
No, I'm not second guessing his ability or the fact that he's very useful, oddly good with animals. Oddly,
Spent a lot of time with them.
that the whole fate, God twined shit.
I take it you are not a person of faith.
Oh, where'd you get that idea from?
It is not usually those that are asked to believe that become the most faithful. It is
Wow.
those that are proven against their own best beliefs.
Well, I was asked to believe for a long time, so
Really?
yes.
It is not a path for all of us, I know.
Yeah, well, some people said it was thrown upon me. I should just listen to it, so
I would not be that.
got bored with it and walked away.
As everyone's chit-chatting, I'm going to walk off about 10 feet to where there's a little more clear sky, less trees above. I give out a loud, sharp, harsh whistle, and down comes a little falcon. That's it.
That's some great ass timing on Syrinscape swipe.
Hold out a hand to it.
And it
Oh,
perches on your hand.
And I
what
take a
the
point of damage.
fuck? What the
Straight
fuck?
cat down. This is a chartreuse.
Chartreuse?
Chartreuse, yeah.
Oh. Hi, Chartreuse.
Chartreuse, say hi.
It caws. Or it lets out
Nope.
a falcon cry.
I like mine better.
Then I'm gonna walk over to the boar. Chartreuse, this is Boris. You like him?
You already gave it a name?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Boris, really?
Boris, yeah. Bless you, York.
Thank you.
So does this chartreuse like Boris?
There seems to be some resistance, but it's just...
You can go. I let him kind of fly up to a tree.
I'm totally imagining later on the falcon will just start perching on its tusk.
That's what I'm hoping.
Get a meerkat, a giant meerkat,
Yep.
a giant boar.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Nope.
your voice was like, I'm going to skip out a little of these.
That ain't it, sir.
I tried. All right. Well, are we going to take a second to breathe or are we walking?
I'd like to breathe.
I am a man of impudence, so I will say that we continue forward.
All right, I'm with York then.
Fuck it.
How are you feeling, friend?
Awful.
Hopefully this will help. And he hits you up with another cure wounds for 5 points of damage. 5 points. he hurts you. 5 points of healing.
Ah, that feels better, but more of drained magically.
Well, we still have a day and a half of travel, so rest will come to us.
Yep, let's hope so. You know where we're going, right?
Yes, we are heading north.
I mean, do you know where it actually is, or do you just know north?
There will be a river that will cross our path,
Oh,
and we
okay.
will head west of the river. And it will be not short before then.
All right. Well, y'all lead the way. I'll follow.
So I've got 6 good berries left.
Mhm.
While we're walking, I'm gonna work on kind of training Boris a little bit while he's charmed
Okay.
to hopefully make it a little easier when he's not charmed for him not to kill us. So I'm kind of working on him obeying just a command of stop.
Boris.
And I'll give him a good berry and there you go, good boy. All right, come on. Once I use up those 6, I'll cast good berry again.
All
and
right.
have 10 more.
Go ahead and give me a collective of 3 animal handling checks with advantage.
Nice.
Yeesh. 10. 21.
Okay.
18.
All right. Incrementally, the commands start to become a little more easier to get the required or the wanted response. But you feel like you're making good progress. You're not sure how much of it will be retained after this spell effect ends. But good progress. And as the day ends, you all make camp. Quiet night starts to fill the air. I think this is a good spot to take rest. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, let me. Hold up. I'll start doing the alarm.
What is it?
I'm just ignoring him for the next 10 minutes.
What is he doing?
Never seen this.
And like the 7th minute mark, I'll glance over to Boris and add him in on it. Complete it. I'll sit down, cast light on the orb of my staff, and
What was that you did? This was threat. I've never seen this before.
well, if you were paying attention last night, did it then too. But if anybody other than us comes into that area, and I included your boar, you're welcome, and your falcon bird thing, an alarm goes off in my head. It just starts ringing real loud, a bunch of bells, and so it's harder for people to sneak up on us.
Can you make it just loud in general?
Yeah, well, these bits will ring in my head, and those bits will ring out loud.
Oh, okay.
If it ever happens, you'll know. You'll hear it.
All right.
Pretty loud. Who's taking first watch? Fine, I will.
I will.
Go to sleep.
I will go.
I already said I will.
Very well. Give me a perception check.
Doing it. That would be 18.
Nothing else really sparks your attention but the sound of distant thunder. Far enough to where it's no concern to you, but present.
One point in the night, I'll place my staff, in the middle of the ground, kind of like, sticking to the ground kind of thing. Look up, glance at the painted on ruins that Ashlock put on there, and this definitely was a lot more fun with you around. And I'll pull out my book, look through it, skip the pages that I have written in, go all the way to the back. Right, there's just this weird passage I've never been able to read. Just look through it. Summon Johnson in my other hand, and time for sleep. I'll wake somebody up and go to sleep.
Okay. Who do you decide to wake up?
What's up, Yurick?
I will do my best. As Yorick stays, he wakes. The sound of a storm coming in. Unsure of what tomorrow will bring. That's what we're going to end tonight.
Yes. I'm almost dying all the time.
Always
Always.
dying.
On brand.
No. It doesn't need to be a thing.
Maybe you should make a barbarian next time.
Maybe I will.
It still gets like crit after crit after crit. Just brings him down.
100% would happen.
Make it half orc too, so he gets relentless endurance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining in, guys. We'll catch you all next time on the Out of Character Adventure podcast. Bye.
Bye.